A story of the clash of the empire spanning decades. Kāḷi, a hound, a warrior, and the battlefield. Beltur forest near Mandya, Karnataka, southern India, 950 Common Era. As if struck by the divine power of Indra's Vajrayudha, the head of the war elephant exploded into a myriad of fragments. My liege, you catapulted into the fray like a roaring lion, with a single forceful swing of your mace being all that was needed. The Chola prince Rajaditya, progeny of the formidable Chola king Parāntaka, was felled by the Lord Bhutuga's arrow to the chest, plummeting from the howdah to the earth, his mouth filled with a bitter taste of dust. The Rashtrakuta Emperor Mummaḍi Krishna bore witness to this event in awestruck silence. You were the mastermind behind the battle's outcome on that fateful day. Even though more than a dozen full moons have since passed, that pivotal battle still feels as vivid as if it occurred just yesterday. Singappa recounted, his bare feet moving with a steady rhythm, outfitted in a kilt and armed with deadly weaponry, as he traversed the dew-coated forests of Beltur in the crisp winter dawn. I did it all in the service of my lord and companion Ganga Bhutuga, and to demonstrate my unwavering loyalty to the Rashtrakuta Emperor Krishna. Undoubtedly, that battle will linger in the minds of the Cholas, a permanent blemish on their legacy for generations to come, responded Maṇalera, maintaining stride with his hunters and formidable hounds. Long ago, your noble Sagara lineage originated from Valabhipura near Narmada banks, gradually ascending in stature to cultivate a magnificent dynasty among southern kings. You stand shoulder to shoulder with the most eminent clans serving the emperor. Yet, my liege, of all the boons you could have besieged from the emperor, you chose but the hound Kāḷi. Notorious for his munificence, Rashtrakuta Mummaḍi Krishna has bestowed numerous grants upon his vassals. Lord Bhutuga, for instance, received a bounty of villages as a reward for his victorious exploits. Yet, it seems Kāḷi has captured your affection in a unique way. I always wondered why, Singappa queried. Kāḷi is the corporeal embodiment of the emperor himself. As long as Kāḷi remains at my side, the symbolic blessing of my lord and the divine Choleshwara continues to fuel my resolve to vanquish our foes, Maṇalera responded, as the huntsmen delved deeper into the mist, thick and pearly, clung to the tangled limbs of ancient trees, cloaking the undergrowth in a spectral blanket. Every sound resonated with uncanny clarity, carrying on the damp air like whispered secrets. A rasping growl emanating from the depths of the unseen sent a shiver down the spine. The harsh hiss of a serpent, unseen but potent, slunk through the underbrush, a chilling reminder of the predators that lurked in the shadows. The mist, swirling and shifting like smoke, seemed to hold secrets, obscuring snares and hidden pitfalls. The very stillness felt pregnant with anticipation, a tension stretched stiff like a bowstring waiting for release. Kāḷi, the elder hound, led the way, his black fur a shadow against the sun-dappled leaves, his weary muscles, honed by years of pursuit, rippled beneath his sleek coat, each movement imbued with a predatory grace. His long snout, etched with the wisdom of countless hunts, twitched constantly, sniffing the forest air for the faintest trace of prey. Beside him, a whirlwind of brown fur and boundless energy paced Dhalaga, his muscular frame still maturing, pulsed with youthful exuberance. Loka, the youngest, moved in a dance of white fur and playful curiosity, his sleek body, still unmarred by the scars of experience, glided effortlessly through the dense undergrowth. The scent, when it hit them, was a primal musk, a pungent challenge carried on the humid air. The boars, their quarry, were near, their growls sending tremors through the forest floor. Suddenly, Kāḷi's ears twitched alertly, his nostrils flared wide, and his muscles tensed. With a harsher growl, he became more restless, and the rest of the pack growled after him, their barks reverberating through the still forest. Naga, Bireya, Tippa, keep your hounds restrained. Do not let them wander off. Kāḷi, Loka and Dhalaga appear to have picked up the scent of the boars. The hounds seem to unusually agitated. Today the mist is our adversary, obscuring our vision. Rely on your sense of hearing to track the hunt, Singappa directed. Naga, his fingers numb with cold, tried to tighten his grip on the leash. But Kāḷi, sensing the tremor in his hand, the fear gnawing at his heart, surged forward, a black blur in the white. The leash, slick with mist, slipped from his grasp, whipping back against his wrist like a viper's snake. Panic clawed at Naga's throat. He cried out, a hoarse, desperate sound that echoed into the silent woods. Kāḷi, unleashed, was a whirlwind of black fur and primal rage, his barks echoing through the trees, a chilling symphony of the hunt. Singappa! I have lost hold of Kāḷi! He's darted off towards the southern woods! Naga exclaimed. Pursue him, Naga! Ordered Maṇalera, and plunged himself into the chase. Naga, his heart pounding a frantic tattoo against his ribs, sprinted through the leafy maze behind Kāḷi, the black hound, a wraith darting into the deepening emerald dusk. A glard tea root, shrouded in shadow, snaked across his path, a silent obstacle in the green gloom. Before his tired eyes could register the obstacle, his foot caught, twisting beneath him. Naga yelped, a strangled cry swallowed by the forest, as he tumbled forward, arms pinwheeling for purchase. I have fallen! There is a pit here! Be cautious, everyone! Naga hollered, his voice laced with pain. He managed to alert Maṇalera, who was following closely behind. The prey seems to have reversed roles today, my lord! These are female hogs with their offspring, and they are aggressively advancing towards us! Singappa warned. Loka and Dhalaga have engaged a couple of them. I am heading over to attend Naga's wound! Kāḷi! Maṇalera's call echoed through the forest. The sound of the growls pulled Maṇalera's attention to the left. Despite the thick fog, he sprinted towards the sound. After a couple of 100 meters, he found himself in a thick-laden marshland with the grunts of hogs in close proximity. His dagger was poised, ready to strike against anything that dared approach. Suddenly, a gust of wind dispersed the fog momentarily, revealing Kāḷi engaged in a fierce battle with the formidable boar. The ground was already stained with blood. Maṇalera darted forward, intending to pierce the boar. Unexpectedly, another boar emerged from the shadows and charged at Maṇalera. Kāḷi, the ever-loyal companion, intercepted the boar. Bireya arrived just in time with Loka to dispatch the injured boar. Kāḷi, despite his injuries, managed to finish off the new boar before Maṇalera could intervene. Kāḷi was grievously wounded. His black-furred chest and neck were saturated with a substantial amount of blood. Singappa, the bearer of the medicinal balm for healing wounds, was left considerably behind, dutifully tending to Naga. Maṇalera's cries echoed through the forest, a desperate plea for Singappa's help that fell on deaf ears. Kāḷi, the faithful hound, peered deeply into the sorrow-filled eyes of his master Maṇalera, raising his foreleg in a final poignant salute. In the comforting embrace of his beloved master, Kāḷi drew his final breath. With unwavering loyalty, he had paid the ultimate sacrifice, laying down his life to safeguard that of his masters. The haunting echoes of Maṇalera's grief-stricken calls of Kāḷi reverberated through the vast expanse of the forest, a heartbreaking testament to their unbreakable bond. In our next episode, we travel back in time 40 years to find the reasons for the rivalry between Cholas and Raśṭrakūṭas. Stay tuned with Mysore Yogis and subscribe.